Hello and a warm welcome to everyone tuning in. We hope you're all doing well. Today we're venturing into an intriguing topic, 10 phrases that might suggest a woman lacks kindness and empathy. As we all know, empathy is the backbone of healthy relationships, and understanding these phrases could help us navigate our interactions more effectively. So without further ado, let's delve into these phrases and what they could potentially mean. Our first phrase is, "I don't care." This phrase is often used as a defensive mechanism, a shield against vulnerability. It may seem like an assertion of independence, but it also communicates a dismissive attitude towards others' feelings or concerns. It's a way of saying, your feelings, your worries, they don't matter to me. Moving on to our second phrase, "It's not my problem." Here the woman is distancing herself from the situation at hand. She might do this to avoid responsibility or to shut down a conversation she finds uncomfortable. This phrase suggests an unwillingness to engage in empathetic understanding, to put oneself in someone else's shoes. Lastly, we have, "I'm always right." This phrase demonstrates a lack of openness to other perspectives. It's a way of asserting dominance, a refusal to acknowledge the possibility of being incorrect. When someone uses this phrase, they're not only dismissing the other person's viewpoint, but they're also implicitly stating that their own viewpoint is the only one that matters. These phrases, when used habitually, can reveal a lack of concern for others' feelings or perspectives. They indicate an unwillingness to engage in dialogue, to understand or to empathize. But remember, language is a complex tool. Words alone don't define us, but how we use them can provide insights into our attitudes and perceptions. In the next part of this video, we'll explore more phrases that could point towards a lack of kindness and empathy, so stay tuned for that. Moving on to the fourth phrase, "You're too sensitive." This phrase is often used as a defense mechanism to deflect responsibility. Instead of acknowledging that their words or actions may have caused hurt, the speaker attempts to shift the blame onto the other person, suggesting that their reaction is the problem rather than the speaker's behavior. Next up, "I just say it like it is." This phrase is often used as a shield to justify harsh or unkind comments. It's a way for the speaker to avoid taking responsibility for the impact of their words, by framing themselves as simply a truth teller. However, it's important to remember that there's a difference between honesty and cruelty. Lastly, "Why can't you just get over it?" This phrase is particularly dismissive. It invalidates the other person's feelings and experiences, suggesting that they should be able to quickly move on from any hurt or upset. The speaker is essentially saying that they don't want to deal with the other person's emotions or the consequences of their own actions. Each of these phrases can be damaging because they dismiss or minimize others' emotions and experiences. They suggest a lack of empathy and understanding. It's worth noting that people who often use these phrases may be dealing with their own issues, perhaps struggling to handle emotions or lacking skills in emotional intelligence. These phrases often dismiss or minimize others' emotions and experiences. Next up is the phrase, "You always" or "you never." This particular choice of words can be a clear sign of an individual's inability to appreciate the nuances of different situations. By generalizing a person's actions in such absolute terms, they are essentially dismissing the possibility of change or growth. It's a way of putting someone in a box, refusing to see them for who they truly are or could be. Moving on to, "That's just how I am." Now this phrase can be a red flag, signaling a refusal to take responsibility for one's actions. It's as if the person is saying, "I won't change, deal with it." This attitude can be harmful, as it puts the burden on others to adjust, while the speaker remains comfortably set in their ways. Next we have, "It's just a joke." This phrase can often be a guise for hurtful comments or actions. It's a way of trivializing someone else's feelings, making light of their discomfort or pain. The underlying message here is, your feelings don't matter enough to be taken seriously. Finally, we come to, "I don't have time for this." This statement can signify a lack of empathy or consideration for others. By dismissing someone's concerns or emotions as not worth their time, the speaker is effectively saying that their time and needs are more important than the other person's. It's a clear display of selfishness and lack of compassion. In summary, these phrases can be indicators of a person's lack of kindness and empathy. They often signify a refusal to take responsibility for one's actions, a disregard for others' feelings, or a tendency to prioritize one's own needs over others. But remember, everyone has the potential for change and growth. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards developing more empathetic and kind communication habits. These phrases can indicate a refusal to understand or acknowledge others' feelings and perspectives. To sum up what we've discussed today, we've delved into 10 phrases that may indicate a lack of kindness and empathy in a person. These phrases, such as, "I don't care," "It's not my problem," and "I'm always right," can reflect an attitude of disregard for others' feelings and perspectives. Similarly, statements like, "You're too sensitive and I just say it like it is," may be used to invalidate others' emotions and experiences. The phrases, "Why can't you just get over it," and "you always," or "you never," tend to dismiss and generalize others' actions. On the other hand, "That's just how I am," "It's just a joke," and "I don't have time for this," can be ways to avoid taking responsibility for one's behavior or to trivialize serious matters. These phrases can be damaging and can hinder the development of healthy relationships. It's essential to be aware of our words and how they may affect others. Empathy and understanding play a critical role in fostering positive human connections. Remember, communication is not just about expressing ourselves, but also about understanding and acknowledging the feelings of others. Thank you for watching. Please consider dropping a like to help support our channel, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos. Until next time, take care of yourself and others. Peace and blessings from Human Sci Facts.